What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tuned in to another edition of my vlog. I want to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting the channel. You know, I'm all about that positivity and that motivation. And today is our comedy time. Yeah, I got a couple little interesting stories I like to tell that I think are pretty funny. I don't know if you guys ever remember the game Truth or Dare. And you know, growing up as a kid, you would make up these little things to see who would actually bite. You know, what would you do for $1 million? You know, I dare you. And I remember there'd be some pretty crazy things being said and done, you know, when this was brought to the conversation. And I remember one time, one of the guys dared another guy to take a shit in an apartment pool. And I'm like, I know he ain't gonna actually take a poop in the pool. And you know, the thing is, this pool at these apartments were kind of like, you know, they weren't public because but you know, you had to live there to go into the pool. But you know, growing up, they didn't have a fence around it, and the apartments was wide open before it got really grimy in the area. And, you know, we used to pass through there, you know, jump the fence and just go swimming. You know, we were ghetto swimmers. So we'd jump a fence, you know, take off your shirt, whatever shorts you had on became swim trunks. And we'd be up in there swimming like some old black Aquaman. But, you know, Sacramento, summertime, it's hot as hell. 110 degrees. Man, you feel like you're melting outside. You know, we youngsters, 14, 15, 16, and you know, none of us really have a whole lot as far as at home going on. Everybody just kind of surviving, and so doing these little dares for money was a way to come up. And so the homie dared the other homie to take a shit in the pool. And I'm walking, I'm like, man, this dude ain't gonna jump the fence and take a poop in the pool. I'm like, he ain't got no toilet paper. $20, nigga. I bet you $20. Nigga, bet. Oh, nigga, we got a bet. I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker gonna go take a poop in the pool. I can't believe it. So we walk to the apartments. You know, we had just left, I think, Pizza Hut. Well, we left Pizza Hut and they had a buffet. We used to go up in there buffets, man, and just sit up in there and eat. You know, we figured we eat till we get full, and then we wouldn't have to really have too much food to eat at home. So this is kind of a way of supplementing that. You know, if you're lucky, you had a Ziploc and you snatch a little bit out of the buffet line and take it home with you. But yeah, man, that was one of our things, man. Going to that Pizza Hut, Shakey's, all you could eat. I remember one time we were up in there eating, and the guy came out. He says, could you guys please leave? Could you please? And my homeboy said, nah, nigga, I'm not full yet. We had already down like 3 pizzas, 3 plates of chicken, meatloaf, ribs. I mean, we used to tear them up, man. They didn't stay in business too long. They actually closed not too long after that. But that's another story. So anyway, we leaving the buffet, Shakey's, walking home, and we stop at the pool at the apartments. Homie jumps the fence. He jumps the fence, and it's hella hot during the day, so ain't nobody really at the pool right now. and he jumps in the water. He takes his stuff off. I think he had, I forgot what kind of Nike Air Forces he had on. He took them off, took his socks off, you know, took his shirt off, ashy. He jumped in there, and he butt naked. And he looking around, grinning, and you know, having that old McDonald's grin on his face. And sure enough, this nigga releases 2 floaties into the water. I couldn't believe it, man. Everybody was like, oh shit, this nigga pooped in the pool. Man, he jumps out the pool, butt naked. Nigga, where my money at? I think the bet went up to about $100. He took the $100, put his shoes on, put his shorts and stuff on, didn't wipe his ass, and just looked back at the pool like, oh well. I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna go swimming in this pool again. And it's like, dude, what about the people who live here? You're like, man, I don't give a damn. Nigga, I want my $100. This is a true Negro right here. Hardcore hood type guy. And yeah, man, we kept bailing, man. Left the pool. I didn't go swimming in there no more. Went home, you know, talking trash. He had $100. Everybody else was $20 lighter. And he's like, yeah, you know, what y'all want to dare me to do next? And everybody's like shaking their heads like, man, he go hard in the paint, man. We ain't gonna dare him to do anything because he gonna do it, you know? We don't know what this guy's limitations are. If he let out 2 chocolate submarines into the water, ain't no telling what this guy would do in just plain sight. But he does do some other stuff, and I'm gonna have to tell you about another dare this guy did. He was a dare king. He made a lot of money taking on dares, and we got a lot of laughs, man, because like I said, when he pooped in the pool, there was probably about 6 witnesses, maybe 8, and we was all cracking up, man. See, we didn't have the smartphones back then, so we couldn't film it. But this dude, man, if you could have seen his black ass in the water, looking around and then pooping, man, I couldn't believe it, man. I've never witnessed another person poop in public at that level. It stuck with me for all these years, so I figured I had to share it with you guys. And you know, this is some of the funny things that happened growing up in Sac, North Highlands. You know, crazy stuff, man. You know, some of the dares. And you know, what would you do for $1 million? Yeah, I remember, man, some of the what you would do was crazy too. Dudes would say, would you for $1 million? And everybody be looking around thinking, oh man, you know, back then everybody thought $1 million was just, you know, like $1 billion. You had $1 million, man, you could do a lot. You can go buy you some starter jackets. You could go buy you some Filas. You know, go buy your box Chev on some D's. You know, $1 million is big. And I remember they'd say, for $1 million, man, you know, would you do a line of blow in Hollywood at a party, butt naked, you know, and then get freaky? And the homie be like, man, shit, man, you ain't gotta give me $1 million to do a line of blow at a party in Hollywood. Shit, I'll do that. I'll do that for a couple $100 and get naked and get freaky. The homie, man, we had some crazy homies growing up, man. Some of these dudes, you know, where they are today, I don't know, but they would entertain some of the craziest stuff you could imagine. And we had a lot of laughs, man, outside of a lot of the violence and the craziness that went on in our neighborhood, man. But yeah, he said, man, for a couple $100, I would do blow. I mean, like none of us have seen blow. you know, it was just something that people talked about and thought that, hey, man, you know, if the situation arose and you had to participate, would you for money? Would you sell yourself for money? And that was essentially what it was. You know, would you sell yourself for money? You know, and it even goes a step further than that. Some of these guys is talking about some other stuff. You know, I don't know if they let me talk about on YouTube, but you know, whether or not they would, you know, bust some cheeks for a certain amount of money. And like I said, man, it would get hilarious, these conversations. But I'll say that for another joke too. Anyways, man, yeah, the I dare you to poop story. Hey, hilarious, man. And this dude, man, like I said, I got some other stories about him. This guy was notorious for these I dare yous. Big Herc 916, man, comedy time.